Sawadee Krap! Welcome to Bangkok. What a vibrant city. Many years ago, when I've came to Bangkok many times, I often wondered what is it like to live over here. Will it be expensive? Will it fit my needs? Will it be an experience worth living for? Let's find out. Since the pandemic, many things have changed. Today, in 2023, there are many updates which I'm sure you want to find out as well. So we are here on the ground to get the latest pricing and all the latest happenings for you. If you have been following us for a while, you know that Fred and I have traveled to many countries and we cover many different places like Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh, Bali, Singapore, Penang, KL, and we go to all these places to find what's the latest cost of living there like. Today we are here in Bangkok. Personally, I feel that Bangkok has the widest spectrum, all the way from your street food, you can get square meals from 1 to 2 USD, all the way to the fine dining scene, the extravagant lifestyle that maybe other cities do not offer, and possibly cheaper than places like Singapore, Melbourne, Sydney, London, Tokyo, and even New York. Hi everyone, I'm John from the Corporate Breakout Couple. 3 years ago, Fred and I retired from the corporate rat race and found our time freedom to travel around the world. And we love creating videos like this talking about the cost of living in the various countries for you. We would greatly appreciate it if you like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel to join our YouTube family. In this video, we'll share with you the various costs in categories such as food, accommodation, groceries, transport, even shopping and other attractions, and share with you what the expenses are like for our stay over here. Will it be cheap? Will it be expensive? Stay on to find out.
Food, glorious food. There's so much good food to be had in Bangkok, and it doesn't matter where you are or which street, you can definitely find delicious food everywhere, ranging from your street food, your snacks, desserts, and if you happen to be in the mall, you can go to the food courts, and the food courts are really of high quality. You can get local Thai cuisine, you've got international cuisine, seafood and whatnot, and all the foods here are reasonably priced. If you're in the mood for restaurant food, the restaurant scene here is mind-boggling. You've got different cuisine ranging from the local Thai to the international cuisine. The food is delicious and the service is great. Whenever we are in a new city, John and I love to hunt down the local street food because that is where you get to soak in the vibes and the culture and really taste the essence of each city. We really love to eat what the locals eat, and we really don't mind traveling just for a taste. This particular shop is famous for its boat noodles and is always packed with locals and tourists alike. We are at the famous boat noodles at Victory Monument. Check this out! And this is just the beginning. We're gonna eat more. And this place is crazy packed, and I'm sweating because we walked all the way from the train station in the hot sun. And I'm telling you, it's gonna be so worth it. And this is an old school Coke. Cheers!
If you're in the mood for Thai pork noodles, look no further. This Michelin Bib Gourmand Thai eatery that has been awarded multi-years is famous for their pork noodles. Rong Ren Pork Noodles is located at Soi Sukhumvit 26. What a treat! This humble Thai eatery serving egg noodles with pork soup with different variations is just fantastic, and they have been on the Michelin Guide since 2018 consecutive years all the way till 2023. Look at the spread we have clear soup, we have tom yum version, we have crispy fish skin and 2 Thai black tea. Guess how much? Only 200 baht, which is around 8 Sing dollars, 26 ringgit, 6 USD. Imagine that! Let's dig in.
Sometimes in other countries, multi-chain restaurants, the food standard drops after a while. That's what we find. However, not for Have a Zit. We absolutely love the food here. It's spicy, tasty, and a meal for 2 is around 867 baht. Here's another multi-chain restaurant which we absolutely love, and the food here, every single dish is so mind-blowingly yummy. This place is super popular with the lunch crowd and tourists alike. This is located in the mall, and the food here is delicious and it won't break the bank. So we've got crab rolls, we've got a very healthy vegetable, and we've got a beef curry coming up. Bon appetit! The Japanese food scene is also very popular in Bangkok. Let's check it out. Japanese food standard in Bangkok is excellent. That's because the Thais love Japanese food, and there's a big Japanese community in Bangkok as well. And so there you go, we've got salmon, we've got a free omakase thingy, we've got unagi, we've got wagyu, and then we've got tuna coming up as well. So we're in for a great feast tonight. And the total bill works out to be 2,100 baht.
Another price point I'd like to take reference from, as an indication to the cost of living, is the price of McDonald's in that country, which in this case is the Thai Ronald McDonald. Let's customize to a Big Mac meal. So for a Big Mac meal that comes with fries and drinks, for a large size, we're looking at 220 baht for the meal. That's around 620 USD.
There are 7-Elevens everywhere in Bangkok, and grabbing snacks and even a meal is extremely popular and common in Bangkok. The selection of quick meals here is amazing. Here we are grabbing 2 pork burgers and some pork robota sausages. You can take advantage of the reheating service where the lady at the counter will reheat all your food for you, give you your utensils and condiments.
The coffee culture here in Bangkok is amazing and it's highly competitive too. Look at Starbucks, they have such an interesting concept because there's so many specialty coffees right here in Bangkok that each of them are fighting to gain their market share. Starbucks, being a renowned international brand, naturally commands a higher price point. A cafe latte grande size costs you 140 baht. The coffee scene is really competitive as some of these specialty coffee shops offer up to 50% cheaper than Starbucks. Besides a strong coffee culture, the Thais also have a very strong tea culture as well. Cha Tra Mu, a very popular local brand, and you can see in some other countries like Singapore and Malaysia as well. So tea drinking is a very popular activity for the Thais, and here are the costs. Cha Tra Mu offers you a huge selection of tea and have a coffee series as well. An iced Thai milk tea will cost you 45 baht. Well, it seems like every city we go to, we need to have our Häagen-Dazs, especially when it's so hot in Bangkok. How much does it cost? 1 scoop in a cup will cost you 135 baht, while 2 scoops will cost you 255 baht. Bangkok is an international hub where there's many nationalities staying here. This is a premium supermarket that caters to the international crowd. Let's find out what the prices are like. When I first stepped foot in the supermarket in Bangkok, I was so amazed by the variety and the selection offered here. The supermarkets are clean, neatly organized and offers a great shopping experience. There's a great selection of fresh produce, whether it's meats, cheese, vegetables, fruits, you name it, they have them all. Whenever I go to a different country, one of the ways I try to get an indication of the prices on the ground, to have a feel of the cost of living, is going to their supermarkets. And in this particular case, this is a premium supermarket in Bangkok, and the prices that you are looking at are the prices of the basic staples that one would use for their daily consumption or for their cooking needs. And it's a really interesting data collection for me since I've been to a number of cities and countries just this year alone to look at all the imported produce products that's offered in these different supermarkets all around the world and comparing their prices. Naturally, locally produced items are going to be costed lower than imported ones. Bangkok is a cosmopolitan city and receives many international tourists and visitors, and also having many foreigners staying in the city as well. And the reflection of that is by the variety of produce of international brands that can be found in the supermarkets here. And so far, the products that we have shown you are basic staples that one would use on a daily or regular basis. And I hope that gives you an indication of the cost of groceries here in Bangkok. There are many ways to get around Bangkok. If you're staying in the heart of the city, I would suggest that you take the train system, whether it's the BTS or MRT. That's because traffic on the road can get really congested and can cause severe delays for you to get to your destination. It's strongly recommended that you take the BTS or MRT system, or even taking a Grab bike for you to get to your place faster, especially if it's a short journey. And one of the great ways to commute around is to walk under these covered walkways just below the BTS SkyTrain tracks. What a great initiative by the Thai government to create all these covered walkways and also underground paths as well to the MRT stations. And these covered or underground walkways gets you connected to the BTS train station or the MRT underground system easily. The trains are efficient, frequent, on time, and also very nicely air-conditioned within.
Here's a step-by-step process on how to buy a ticket for the train. So we are here at Asok and we are actually going to Thong Lo. And this is how much it costs for one ticket for one way. Grab is also very affordable in Bangkok. However, since there are 4 train lines here, and the Bangkok traffic can be quite congested, especially during peak hours, so why not take the train as well as save time? Jill and I stay in a very prime location, so everywhere we want to go is either walkable or just a few train stops away. If you're going to be traveling around Bangkok, Grab has fantastic choices. Let's check it out. For example, in this example, we are going to go Siam Paragon. It's 3.48 km away. The total trip will take you around approximately 18 to 20 minutes. And let's look at all the options. You've got Just Grab, you've got Grab Car Premium, which is a better car that will come and fetch you. You also have Grab Car for ladies, which I feel this is something that is unique to Bangkok. If you can take a Grab bike if you are a single person. And you've got Grab SUV, Grab Van for more of you guys. And for those with pets, you actually have Grab Pet as well. And finally, you've got Grab Car Lux, which is a more luxury vehicle that will come and fetch you. Lots of options for you in Bangkok.
If you want to travel out of Bangkok, whether it's a 1, 2 or 4 hour journey, it's easy for you to book a driver with a car. A car like this, a Toyota Camry, costs us 1,800 baht for 3 hours from Bangkok to Hua Hin. Here's a snapshot of the train transit system in Bangkok. There are 2 main operators. The first one is BTS SkyTrain, which is above ground, and the second one is MRT, which is below ground. Some of the most prime Thai districts in Bangkok are along the Sukhumvit Road, which is along the BTS Sukhumvit line, as you can see represented by the light green line here. Siam, Chitlong are the shopping areas very popular on the line. You have other places like Thonglor, Akamai or Nut, which is very popular for the residential areas. For BTS line, you also have the Silong line, which is represented by the dark green. It extends into the commercial areas and also some of the shopping malls like Icon Siam, which is around S6 here. Equally busy is the dark blue MRT line, which runs across Pechaburi Road, very popular among the commuters to get around from point A to point B. So how much does a train ticket cost? For single journey, it costs between 17 baht to 47 baht per journey. Of course, that's not the most economical. If you want a better option is to get a 1-day pass, which costs you 150 baht per day for unlimited rides. It's recommended that you get the BTS Rabbit Card for adults, as it promises a great reward system in terms of points for you to get discount off food and also free trips with certain points redemption. In 2014, I came here, this area called Thonglor, to look at properties. Well, as an investor, I didn't think it was a great investment then. Now 9 years later, I did a check on some of the properties around here and frankly, it ain't too great. But yet, for Airbnb, as a tourist, if you're coming here to stay, there are many great options, especially along this Sukhumvit line. What I really love about Bangkok is there's many options for you to Airbnb with condos that are full facility with like pools and gyms. Plenty of options. I'll cover more in depth on the properties and some of the market cycles in another video when I talk about the retirement. Stay tuned for that video. Bangkok is really amazing with so many rental properties in the market for you to choose from. Very prime areas along the BTS Sukhumvit line from your Siam, Chitlong, Nana, Asok. So the filter that I'm narrowing is into 2 bedrooms with full facility condos, 30,000 to 80,000 baht, which roughly ranges between 800 USD to around low 2,000. Here's a property listing which I'll use for my budget building later on. A very classy 2-bedroom apartment, 85 square meters. Look at the finishing and the furnishing quality in this apartment. Very high floor, carpeted, full furnished aircon, induction hobs, bedroom with another TV as well. Look at the view and the bathroom with a bathtub. You cannot ask for more for 55,000 a month. 3 minutes walk to Asok BTS super prime location on the 28th floor. How awesome is that? Here's another property listing site Living Insider for cross-reference in very prime areas like Akamai and Thonglor, where you have 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom apartments that ranges between 50 to 90 over 1,000 per month with so many options as well for condominiums with full facilities and full furnishings.
Welcome to Bangkok Shopping District. As you can see, Bangkok's really very hot. So everyone, tourists and locals, all flock to the malls. And on my left, we've got Central World. And just in front of me, there's Platinum Mall. And on my right, we've got Big C. Now, all all the different shopping malls offer unique offerings, unique interior design, different architecture, and it's very, very interesting. And the malls blast the aircons full blast, so it's really very cold, and people love to spend their weekends, weekdays after work in the shopping malls. Everyone I know loves to go to Bangkok for shopping. Why? Because Bangkok is well known for its beautiful malls, air conditioned, and lots of varieties of products and brands ranging from Asian to international. When it comes to luxury brands, if you compare Bangkok to some other heavily taxed cities, you may notice that luxury brands are cheaper in Bangkok, which is why you can see them in abundance in all the malls.
Okay, let's look at the budget building segment. Here's the monthly living expenses costed for one person, one half of a couple because they're going to have shared resources such as a rental apartment. This will be a foreigner couple working and living in Bangkok. And here are some budget highlights. As usual, it will be very food-centric. There will be a mix of food that will be from street, from eateries, local Thai eateries, from food courts. There will also be cafes, restaurants, and also some cooking on weekends for a food mix. For attractions, there will be some weekend and night markets, some day trips here and there out of Bangkok, 1 to 2 hours drive, costed in. Here are the assumptions for the food category. 18 days of eating out and 12 days of cooking at home. For the 18 days of eating out, it will be 12 days of street food, local eateries, food court. For the 6 days of eating out at cafes and restaurants, that is equivalent to 18 meals. And this budget will also cater for daily specialty coffee or tea. Here's the budget per day for one person of 12 days of eating out for street food, local eateries, hawkers, and food courts. The 3 meals out per day, including one specialty coffee and tea, equates to 500 baht, 14 USD per day for one person. And honestly, this is actually a slight overestimate because you can actually get square meals for 1 to 2 USD a day. Pretty amazing, right? Here's the total expenses for food category for one person. 12 days of eating out at street food hawkers, local eateries, 14 USD times 12, 168 USD. 18 meals, which is 6 days of eating out per month at cafes and restaurants, an average of 20 USD per person times 18, 360 USD. 12 days of eating at home, an estimated amount of 15 USD per person per day, 180 USD. 708 USD in total per month for this one person. But of course, you're not looking at 12 days of straight eating out at street food and all that. This is just an estimated where you mix and match different meals, the different costs, eating at home, eating out, and this works out to be an average of 708 USD per month for one person. The groceries, especially in the household category, is especially affordable in Thailand. Whether it's your basic necessities for your cleaning fluids, your personal items like your shampoo, body wash, tissue paper, and all that in Thailand is very affordable. So for 60 USD per month for one person is more than adequate. Here's the cost breakdown for the transport category. These assumptions based on the person taking walks, taking the train, and ride-hailing options such as Grab Bike and Grab Car. For the BTS and MRT train ride and catering for 20 daily passes, that works out to be 3,000 baht per month. Grab Bike 10 rides a month because this person sometimes want to get to a destination in a hurry, and Grab Bike is the fastest way to get there. 50 baht per day, times 10, that will be 500 baht per month. Grab Car 10 rides a month, 150 baht per ride. That works out to be 1,005 baht per month, and this works out to be a total of 140 USD per month for one person. Here's the accommodation option for the couple. The cost will be for one person, and you're looking at 2-bedroom condo, full facilities, and within walking distance to Asok BTS super prime location. The entire unit, which is shared, will cost 55,000 baht for 2 people, so one person will cost 775 USD after conversion. Your household utilities, electricity, water, all shared, split into 2, that will be 35 USD. Internet shared, split into 2, about 15 USD for a gigabyte plan. For your personal handphone, you're looking at about 50 gig per month data, 18 USD for one person, and this works out to be a total of 843 USD per month for one person. Under the healthcare category, here's the cost for doctor's visits and dental visit, which is really affordable in terms of the local pricing. You're looking at around 20 USD per month for one person after you divide by 12. Please note that there's no insurance cost that's costed in, whether it's your home country or in Thailand, that will be costed separately. Here's the consolidated total for the monthly living expense for one person, one half of a couple who's working and living in Bangkok. For food, 708 USD, that includes street food, cafes, restaurants, coffee, tea, USD, and also food groceries. For groceries under household category, it will be 60 USD. For transport, a mix of walking, taking the train and ride-hailing options, 140 USD. Accommodation, which includes a 2-bedroom apartment, full facilities in a very prime location, 843 USD, costed for one half of a couple. For medical, 20 USD. And this is not a pure basic needs budget. There are some ones as well. Under others, attractions, shopping and whatnot, I costed in 400 USD, bringing to a total of 2,171 USD per month for one person. Now, if you take a closer look at this budget, it is a very comfortable middle-class person's budget. For food, you have 18 meals to eat at cafes and restaurants, along with a fantastic street food. For groceries, you can shop at high-class supermarkets offering quality ingredients. Accommodation, you are in a fantastic location with high-class facilities as well for your condo, pool and gym. You have also attractions. You can go for massages, plenty of massages in Bangkok, and do your shopping, do your day trips. 400 USD is very comfortable, and this budget will serve you very well in a very vibrant and fantastic city like Bangkok. There you have it, the latest pricing in Bangkok just for you. We hope we have given you a great understanding on the cost of living here in Bangkok. Now, I have two questions for you. My first question is, would you be interested in living here in Bangkok? And my second question is, what would that duration be? Put it in the comments below. In a future video, we'll be covering more on retirement as a foreigner here in Bangkok on categories such as your visa, your accommodation requirements, and so on and so forth. We hope you enjoyed this video. Do hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and join our YouTube family. See you soon!